In this video, you'll learn all about fragments. So what makes a complete sentence? First, a complete sentence has to have a subject or a noun. And it also has to have a predicate, which is a verb phrase. So you have a subject, something, and then what the something is doing. Look at this example sentence. Even though it's short, it is a complete sentence. Your subject is Bobby. Ran is the predicate or the verb. So even though it's really short, it is a complete sentence because you have the two parts, a subject and a predicate. Are these complete sentences? Bobby, the tall boy down the street, and running down the street. The first sentence is not a complete sentence. We have the subject Bobby, but we don't have a predicate saying what Bobby did. The second sentence is also not a complete sentence. We don't have a subject. We have the predicate running down the street, but we don't have any subject saying who or what was running down the street. So these are incomplete sentences. What do we call an incomplete sentence? A fragment. We don't want to include fragments in our writing. So again, what is a fragment? An incomplete sentence or just a phrase. Let's look at the following sentences. Which one do you think is a fragment? A, the dog ran down the street. B, did you see the dog run down the street? C, the dog down the street. Remember, a fragment is missing either a subject or a predicate. Which one do you think is a fragment? If you said C, you are correct. C is a fragment. If you look at A, the dog is our subject. What did the dog do? It ran down the street. Look at B. What's our subject? You. What did you do? You saw the dog run down the street. C, you have the subject dog, but what's the dog doing? Nothing. We're missing a predicate, and therefore it's a fragment. Look at the next 5 examples in your notes. Decide if each sentence is a complete sentence or a fragment. Write an S if it's a complete sentence, and an F if it's a fragment, an incomplete sentence. Pause the video while you complete this activity in your notes. Start the video again when you're ready to check your answers after you've finished your notes. Let's see how you did. Remember, you were supposed to put an S if it's a complete sentence and an F if it's a fragment. Number 1, a new store in the mall. This is a fragment. We have the subject store, but we don't have a predicate. Number 2, Simon sings in the shower. This is a complete sentence. We have the subject Simon, and then we have the verb sings. Number 3, howling dogs down the street last night. This is a tricky one. It's a fragment. Howling dogs is our subject. What are the dogs doing? Nothing. The word howling is an adjective describing the dogs. The dogs aren't actually howling in the sentence. Number 4, who in the world? This is also a fragment. Who is the subject, but we don't have a predicate. Who is not doing anything. Number 5, a vote against the proposal. This is a fragment. We have the subject vote, but the vote's not doing anything. Therefore, it's a fragment. So let's review. A fragment is an incomplete sentence. It's either missing a subject or a predicate. We don't want to include fragments in our writing. We want to make sure all of our sentences are complete. This is the end of the video. Make sure you've completed your notes.